Hi, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel, and this is the weekly tarot card for the week commencing Monday the 14th of August 2017, and it's the 5 of Discs in the Rohrig deck. It says worry on it. It has a little strong man on it. Do you see him? And he's managing to juggle all these balls in the air. They are spinning, there's movement on them, so it's like he's a juggler, juggling everything. And you know, he does look quite strong, but there's also the element in this card of meteors coming out of the blue, and they're going to hit him. Now, whether he'll be able to keep juggling the worries or not, doesn't look so good, does it? You know, at the moment it looks okay, but then when you look at the sort of meteors coming towards him, I think he'll end up dropping them. Excuse me. And theoretically, it's a warning. Have you been juggling too many worries? Have you got too many balls up in the air at the one time? Excuse me, hay fever today. In the traditional decks, it's got a man and a woman walking through snow. There's an element of poverty, of just not knowing where they're going, and it's a very icy, cold and quite depressing card. In Rohrig, it does seem to bring a sense of that people juggling worries are strong, and they are. But there comes a time where everybody has to drop some balls. I read a story once, a magnificent story, I can't even remember the name of it, where, no, forgotten it, that's crazy. I think it was the Yaya Sisterhood. If you ever get the chance to read that book, the stories of the Yaya Sisterhood, it's a fantastic book. And in it, the main character has a nervous breakdown, and or rather, her mother does, but what her mother does affects everybody else. And the woman in later years said that she just dropped her basket, that her basket was too full, and she simply dropped her basket. And I kind of see that in this card too. So if you've been juggling with a lot of worries for the last wee while, and you've been just about coping, this week something could come out of left field that will make you realise that you have to drop your basket for a wee while, or you have to stop juggling everything for a wee while. And using it as a warning, you can get round the worst of this card. It's not the worst card in the deck. I remember reading about a university professor who asked one of his students to tell him how he felt about holding a glass of water out to the side. He gave him a glass of water and said, "Is it heavy?" And the chap said no. He said, "Keep holding it." He went away and taught and came back 20 minutes later and he said, "Is it heavy?" And he said, "It feels heavier." And he said, "Keep holding it." And he came back in 45 minutes and the chap's arm was literally breaking with holding out a glass of water. So what started off as not feeling like a heavy burden, the longer it went on, the longer he was asked to keep his arm outstretched with that weight, the heavier it became. Now, that's a bit like this card, that sometimes we keep going, we keep going, we keep going. Maybe it's one issue, maybe it's been our job, maybe it's been our health, maybe it's been something or other. And when we started off with that issue or problem, it seemed as though we could handle it. But over time, it's made us weary. It's made us feel that we're struggling to hold everything in the air or to carry our baskets ourselves. So please have a wee think about that. If you need help, ask. If you feel that you need help with a child, or you need a wee break, or if you feel that you're older and you need help with your garden, or you need help with painting a room, or you're a student and you're struggling and you need help, then ask. The only thing that you can do with this card is ask for help, because if you keep on trying to handle everything yourself, something will fall. Okay, so that's the heaviness of this card this week. What does it mean in the more active aspects of, say, career? With career, you could find that you're struggling with your own work, and say someone goes off sick and you're asked to take on their shifts or their work too, and that could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Excuse me. If you ask for help, that would be good. If you don't, it may be that you can't cope anyway, so try and be ready for either saying no or getting help, particularly within the workplace. Where love's concerned, this can lead to odd things in relationships. It can mean that you start getting really tired of a relationship's problems. What maybe started off when there was this big boost of love and passion is a little problem. Say it was a problem with different ways of looking at money, or different ways of looking at childcare, or different things that one wants a family, one doesn't. At the start, that problem might have seemed quite light, but over time, it may have grown to be heavy weight in the relationship. And this is the week where maybe a comment or something external can shine a light on that problem in the relationship. And some relationships will crash down because of that. Is that wrong? Is it right? There's no answers to that. It's what it needs to be. But please don't try to carry on with a relationship burden that is making you ill, or making you lose the will to live or whatever. It's just not worth it. It's better to drop these things, ask for help, or communicate your needs. And if the answers aren't forthcoming, then have a real good look at the relationship. So it's kind of an important one for relationships this week. If there's communication there, and if the burden's lifted, then it can lead to very, very positive things. If we look at health, again, the physical aspect, this man's a strong man, but he's still trying to juggle too many things. There's a weight on the shoulders and the back of the neck, so this card can bring out pains to the shoulders and the back of the neck. It can also bring a feeling of being overwhelmed by a health issue. And again, the way around that is to ask for help or explanations and communication. And that's the best way to look at it, you know, whether the burden is mental or physical in health. Accept that you're no longer fit enough to carry that burden. Communicate and take action, and you'll be fine. With money, again, it can be just juggling too many costs, too many debts, to the stage where you've robbed Peter to pay Paul, and you've paid Peter and you've paid Paul, and you can't move money anywhere else, and you really need to communicate or get a bit of help. And that's one of the aspects that's brought out in the more traditional decks, where there's a feeling of overwhelming poverty, overwhelming need for a wee break or a wee bit of help. So watch your money this week and communicate if you need help. In some cases, this comes out as well when people are maybe struggling to have a family. It can be a card that brings out a degree of poverty of fertility or infertility. So if you've been trying for a baby and it's not happening, it would be worthwhile getting a wee bit of advice on that. And just again, unburdening yourself and talking to someone. And if you do that, then hopefully you'll move forward without the burden. So there you go. We have good cards, we have bad cards, we have middling cards. This one's a warning that there's too much pressure on you, too many worries, too many burdens, and you need help. Otherwise, you'll simply drop your basket. And in the long run, that doesn't really help anybody, does it? So, many blessings. I hope you'll still give me a thumbs up for this, even though it's a negative card. And I'll see you next week, hopefully, for a more positive weekly tarot card. Many blessings now. Bye.